Welcome back. We're live here on ECW. We have a special surprise tonight from the New World Order, making his Extreme Wrestling debut. Joey Styles here at ringside. Welcome, everyone. You hear the music right now, and you're about to see the man himself. I don't want to say it until there he is. And listen to this crowd. What an incredible response for the bad guy, Scott Hall. WWF fans know him as Razor Ramon. He is the leader of the nWo, one of 3 leaders of the nWo, and currently a member of the New World Order Wolfpack. Scott Hall making his debut here in Extreme Championship Wrestling. What will this be? And look at him prancing to the ring. This crowd is going absolutely wild. We have never seen an outsider quite like Scott Hall in ECW. And looking back at some of the career highlights of Scott Hall, former Intercontinental Champion, former Click member, and of course, former Tag Team Champion with his buddy, his pal, his nWo-ite, Kevin Nash, and it looks like Scott Hall's going to take the mic. Let's listen in here. We have signs for Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, the bad guy, Chico, Ayo, Razor Ramon. Scott Hall is 6. Well, here we go. The famous line, hey yo. And the fans here in Poughkeepsie love Scott Hall. We're live at the Civic Center. Scott Hall has a special request for who he's going to wrestle here.
Being how they are, I got there tonight and I don't see Hall versus just incredible.
Scott Hall calling out ECW management. Are we going to see Paulie dangerously? There he is, and all. And not quite the reception that Yonkers, New York on would want to hear just an hour north of his own town. And wow. A lukewarm, no. Ice cold, yes. Certainly is. Scott Hall now is not taking too kindly to the words coming out of so-called Paulie here. And the fans would like to see Hall take care of Paul. Uh-oh. Well, this is not what Scott Hall was expecting. He wanted to wrestle his click buddy, or you might say the outer edge of the click buddy, just incredible. And that's not what he's gonna get! Look at the size of this guy! It's Sally Graziano! Hey, Paisano! Well, this is not what Scott Hall bargained for. This is going to be nWo versus FBI in ECW right here tonight. Big Sally Graziano accompanied to the ring by Little Guido Nunzio Maritato. Is Tony Mamaluke? I believe Tony Mamaluke is somewhere at ringside. Not sure if we have the rest of the gang here. Sally Graziano weighing in at 500 pounds, and he looks every bit of it. Paulie, or Paulie's impersonator, booking this matchup here as Scott Hall makes a surprise appearance live in Poughkeepsie at ECW, looking for just incredible. That is not what he is going to get here. And Scott Hall going for a handshake. That is not like the bad guy. I think he wants to maybe make himself a little bit more welcome here in the ECW locker room, especially if you're going to face a 500-pounder like Big Sally. Highly unusual. But perhaps there are some terms between the New World Order and the full-blooded Italians that they would like to settle before the match starts, because things could get out of control here. And Big Sal with a crotch chop. And I might call that a low blow in this kind of a match. Scott Hall, the inventor of the crotch chop before degeneration. Oh, what do we got here? 2 words for you, and you can suck it, says Scott Hall to Big Sally Graziano. And here comes first tie-up. No, we're not going to get there quite yet. Big Sal going in, and Scott Hall says no, playing a little. And he got the toothpick in the eye. That is a classic Scott Hall maneuver. And the fans here loving Poughkeepsie. And Little Guido poking at Scott Hall, hoping to get his attention, hoping to distract him. Maybe Big Sal could run up and squash him in the corner, but no, Big Sal, not quick enough. Here comes the first tie-up. And Sal certainly has the upper hand, but look at him. Wow! And Scott Hall does not usually get taken off his feet that easily. Considered a monster in most other promotions, but here in ECW and standing next to Big Sally Graziano, hey, you're fish under the sea, pal. And here we go. Working on that arm now. Scott Hall giving a little tug. And Big Sal with the big clothesline. Boy, you can tell it's Big Sal has certainly been hanging out at Tony Mamaluke's Pizzeria. Been ordering a few extra larges, probably a Sicilian on the side. Question is, how many pizzas and meatball wedges does Big Sal eat in a day? Scott Hall working on him with some right hands. He's going to the body slam. Not going to happen. Bold attempt by Scott Hall, but he is paying for it now. Not only is his lower back down, but he's got a giant size 15 boot in his neck from Big Sally. Sally over that side headlock now. Hall is already being taken out. And a right hand there. And now look at this. Little Guido, Nunzio Maritato, and then Tony Mamaluke just working away. We knew that the FBI were going to be a problem here. No word on if other members of the New World Order or the Wolfpack are in town. Certainly we're far away from WCW territory up here in North Poughkeepsie, New York, at the Civic Center. Big Sally going for a scoop-up body slam. He succeeds easily at that. Going back in, and he drops the elbow. No! Scott Hall moves away in time. Hall back up to his feet now. Let's see if we can get something happening. Back to the vertical base. Right hands, right hands. That's going to be your best bet, Scott. Keep hitting him. Keep hitting him if you want to take down Big Sally. And a spinning punch, can he? No. Sally still going for the scoop up. And he side slam. Couldn't get the full scoop. But he got Sally off of his feet. And that is the first time we've seen that in this match. Of course, Hall is down too. Once again doing some damage to the lower back, and yes, you can see him favoring that back. Hall trying to stand tall here. He wants to call for the finisher. That's a bold move. Fall away slam or the razor's edge. I'm not sure he can accomplish either on. Here comes Little Guido, and he goes for the fall away slam. He takes it. Nunzio, and here comes Tony Marblou. He's going for the crucifix. He's going for the crucifix powerbomb. Big Sally rescues him, and he knows. Well, I didn't think that was going to work out too well. Now we could be looking for the Rikishi drop. Oh, gosh. Oh! And that is it. Good God. And Scott Hall had no chance in that match. Bold of him to think, and perhaps delusional at the end, that he could get up and hit that razor's edge on Big Sal. It was not going to happen, not with the FBI, and now we have... Oh, come on now. Where is the New World Order? It's a rare situation in which we're calling for the nWo to save someone. But it looks like the FBI has taken a page, and here's Paulie's impersonator. Oh, that's disgusting. And the full-blooded Italians. At it again. Bunch of thugs, bunch of gangsters. What could the New World Order possibly be thinking? Seeing their own guy, their own leader, fallen in an ECW ring here in Poughkeepsie. Referee Jim Molyneux checking on him now. Hall is not in great shape, but it is nice to see him up right now. The fact that you survived, the fact that you're walking is just too sweet. This is Joey Styles, ECW, nWo versus FBI.